Let's be real. Pick me culture is ruining the vibes, and we need to talk about it. The one girl who's like, I'm not like other girls. I don't do female friends. Or this is my favorite. I cook, I clean, I don't ask for nothing. I don't need a man to do nothing for me. Now, this is a judgment-free zone. We are all here to learn, to grow, and to laugh at ourselves a little, because I think that all women have gone through their pick-me phase. I know I have. So what is a pick-me? A pick-me can actually be used to describe anybody, but it's commonly used to describe women who try to set themselves apart from other women by presenting themselves to be different or better than the other girlies. And typically they do all of this to gain the approval of a man. If I do this, that, and the third, this is what makes me better than the competition. The reason that this came up is because y'all know that I make a lot of cooking videos, right? So my cooking videos are typically easy, lazy, if you will, meals. And I get comments like this all the time. I get comments of people saying things like, oh, after a long, hard day of work, don't no man want to come home to spaghetti or Alfredo. I make sure that my man is fed with a home-cooked meal, or you need to make that food from scratch, blah, 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 blah. And if we're being honest, typical pick-me behavior is just centered around male validation. You typically find it in women who are male-centered. And I'm here to tell you, honey, you can do all of those things. You can not wear the makeup. You can cook the home-cooked meals. You can do whatever. If he don't want you, he don't want you. If he want to cheat, he is going to cheat. Trust me when I tell you from my own personal experience. I know. But we could talk about that in a whole nother video. And typically, the pick-me comments are so cringy to watch from other non-pick-me people, because you get things like, I only hang with guys because girls are too much drama. I don't need a man to buy me anything. I'm low maintenance. Other girls are so emotional, and me, I'm just chill. Either we've said that ourselves, or we have a homegirl who has said that. Time and time again. Time and time again. But before we start dragging anybody or throwing shade, let's talk about where this culture even comes from. In my opinion, I am no professional, but I am a woman. I feel like we tend to, because when women have gone through so much, if you've ever been a woman that's been cheated on, and if you haven't, kudos to you, but if you have ever been a woman that has been cheated on, you know that you go through the phase of, what could I have done differently? What does she have that I don't have? And what we fail to realize when we're going through those moments is typically a woman that will cheat on a man that she knows has a relationship is a low value woman anyway. So really, you would have to lower your standards to match the energy of the mistress or the side chick. And in my opinion, that is where pick-me behavior comes from. I think it's the idea of, if I downplay myself, if I remove some of the standards that I actually have for a relationship, then it's gonna make me appealing to a man, and he would never want to leave me. He would never want to cheat on me. And unfortunately, that's just not the truth. That's just not how it works. And you can hang with all the guys you want. You can wear the least amount of makeup. You can cook all of the 10-course meals from scratch if you choose to. If he wants to cheat, he's going to cheat. If he wants to be disrespectful, he is going to be disrespectful. Now, what you allow is a different video, but we're talking about what you're doing to garner a certain type of attention from a man. And typically, this is learned behavior. This is not you necessarily being fake. It's almost kind of like a defense mechanism, if you will. Being in certain situations, especially when with an intimate partner or a spouse, can definitely lower your self-esteem. It can cause a lot of insecurities. Once again, I'm not judging, because I promise you I have been there. I have told y'all plenty of times that this is my second marriage. So I completely understand. So this is a judgment-free zone. But we are all about the glow up. We are all about changing our behavior for the better. And quite frankly, I'm tired of seeing the comments under my videos. I laugh at them, but I delete the comments because I'm not going to go back and forth with nobody. I'm not arguing in the comments. And you would think that most of the comments would come from men. Pretty much all of the comments that I have received have come from women. And I'm not going to argue in the comments with anybody about what I should or shouldn't be cooking to keep a man or to make my man happy. I'm just not. I'm not. I didn't get married because of what I can or can't cook. I did not get married because of what I can or cannot do in the bedroom. And I am not in the business of keeping no man. So I don't even need the advice. I don't want the opinions. I don't want it. I don't need it. No thank you. No ma'am. No sir. I'm going to laugh and I'm going to delete it. It always brings me back to when I was dating. I remember this guy. I really, really like this guy. And I really like the guy. And I pretty much had changed my whole identity to what I thought he wanted. He listened to a certain type of music. I listened to the certain type of music. He would dress in a certain style. I would try to find like the female version of the style of clothes that he wore. I was like, oh, I don't need any money from a man, which I don't. That's a whole nother conversation, but I don't need you to do nothing for me. I know girls be wanting money. I don't want no money. Oh, matter of fact, you want me to bring you some lunch to work? I'm going to get money. I'm bringing lunch to work. I'm doing this. I'm planning the trips. I'm paying. I was basically a sugar mama child, if we being quite honest. And what I realized is I really liked him, but me doing all of those things didn't make him like me anymore. He was still very nonchalant. I thought that we were moving towards a relationship, and he had absolutely no plans on being in a relationship with me. None. In fact, after a while, it just became, what could I do for him? And once I felt depleted and drained, not just emotionally, but I'm going to be honest, financially too, I realized, girl, please, okay? But y'all are picking up what I'm putting down, right? We have all been there. It's the point that I'm making. So this is what we're going to do to stop the pick-me behavior. Number one, you have to identify that you have it. Look at what you're doing with the man that you are dealing with at this particular time and ask yourself, are the actions, first of all, is who I am now, who I was when we first met, or am I morphing into a female version of him? Am I doing or saying things that I genuinely feel, or am I doing or saying things that I think is going to give me a better chance with this man? Do I feel like I am doing certain things to make me better than the other women that he's dating? That's the first thing. You have to identify that you actually have this pick-me behavior. You have to learn how to value yourself. First and foremost, that's the only way that you are going to succeed, not only in romantic relationships, but also in your platonic relationships as well. You have to be confident. If you are not confident, you will fall or go for anything. You don't have to be the exception. You just have to be you. And for somebody that really loves you and wants to be with you, that's all that you have to be. You don't have to be the exception. You don't have to measure up or compare to other people to get them to like you or to love you or to want to be with you. You just don't. You have to be you. And honestly, you want to be in a relationship with somebody who loves you for you. The good, the bad, the ugly, the all of it. Always remember, even if you're just dating, that it's no competition. If you are in a situation where you and somebody are just dating and y'all are just getting to know each other and y'all are dating other people, you don't have to be in a competition with the other people that you're dating, because trust me when I tell you this, a person that likes you for you, even the things that you're insecure about, even the things that you feel are your shortcomings, they're going to still love you for you. And we'll do a video about that at a whole nother time. But I'm telling you, when you find real love and you are able to be free and just be who God called you to be, those are the best relationships. Those are the best friendships, because you can be a pick-me in a friendship as well. And more than anything, if you find yourself changing into something that you're uncomfortable with, because you'll know pick-me behavior is very uncomfortable. It's very performative. you feel like, whoo, I'm one up in the next one. I'm winning right now. And then when you log off the internet, or when you're not around that person that you're trying to be picked by, you feel drained because you are putting on a persona. You are constantly feeling like you have to outdo the competition. So I just felt the need to do this video because honestly, I'm tired of seeing the comments on my videos. I can only speak from personal experience. Telling me in the comments that I shouldn't be making spaghetti out the jar because my husband worked a long day, it's comical. Me and my husband dated for years before I even cooked him the first meal. And that's not to brag, that's just the reality of it. I'm not a cooker. I'm not. I can promise you he did not marry me for what I can or cannot do for him. Because there will come a day where you're not able to do those performative things. And you have to ask yourself, am I still going to be the same person to this other person when I'm not able to do or give or not do what the other people are doing or not doing, if that makes sense. But that's it, y'all. I'm not gonna yap y'all's head off. We have all had our pick-me moments. But the real glow up starts when you choose you, honey. When you choose you, baby, if you don't like me, bye. That's the real glow up. When you are comfortable being you and who you are, whether somebody likes you or not. If you made it this far, make sure that you like, comment, and most importantly, subscribe to my channel for more sit down videos like this. We do a little bit of cooking here and there, and I sprinkle in a few little vlogs every now and then. And if you're feeling chatty, drop down in the comments and tell me some of your old pick me moments. This is a judgment free zone, I promise. Until next time, that's it, that's all. Bye.